watching tips and tricks with painting. So most people don't know how to cut, and they go and try to buy some brush on Amazon like this, and they try to cut and they just feel like they're not good at cutting. Well, sometimes your tools that you use make you that much better. And buying a quality tool like Purdy clear cut, and this is not a paid promotion, I'm just telling you, like, if you got a cheap drill, it's a cheap drill, and if you got like a Milwaukee, it's a better drill, it works better. That's just what it is. So I'm throwing in some tips and tricks in here. This is hockey tape right here, and I always wrap my brushes around it because it gives you a good grip. So when you got that good grip, you can paint a lot better, use less energy, because this is really glossy. If you don't put that on there, you know, it's just gonna keep moving around, and you gotta work harder. So buying a Purdy brush, the hairs on it are so fine, and the way they flex compared to something stiff on Amazon. I just tried this just to see if it was any good, because people had good reviews on it. It had almost 5 stars, but what a bunch of crap, okay? I had to put 3 coats on this just to cut this. And then this one right here, I already know because my Purdy brush that I got here, these are both Purdys right here. And but this one, the way that it flexes, the way that it glides, and the stiffness of it gets you to be able to cut in here real good, if that makes any sense. But look at the hairs on this one, just the way it flexes, and you're able to like maneuver it so smooth and nice. And then compared to this crappy one, I'll give you an example, the way it's just very stiff, and I can't get it to cut. And the hairs on the tip right here just work so much smoother. Anyways, buy a Purdy brush, it's probably like $15 compared to paying something like this for $3 or $4. You get what you pay for. This was a great tip for me, that if somebody would have told me this, I would have kissed them. Another tip for you guys is when you go and dip your brush in the paint, if you pull it out, you got all this paint there and it starts dripping before you get it on the wall, you're dripping. So dip your brush, smack it on the left side of the wall, smack it on the right side of the wall inside the can. When you do that and then you go to lift it up, it doesn't drip. It gives you time to get it on the wall. Put a garbage bag tie on there so I could always wash my brush and hang it. That way when it dries on the tip right here, it doesn't get like stiff. If you ever lay a brush down, it just doesn't dry. But if you hang it like that, all the water drips out, so you get it all out of there. Also, there is different cutting brushes, different sizes. So if you're not like doing a real big job, I recommend the 2.0. It's easier to handle. 2.0 means 2 inches, 2.5. Wider, I get more paint on the wall when I'm cutting. Ready to cut these areas here. The difference with having a good brush and a crappy brush is huge. So you dip, tap, tap. This way you do that, now you don't have drips. If you try to take this, look what's happening, it's dripping. So dip, tap, tap, no drips, you're ready to cut. Get some of your paint off. I'm actually painting all my baseboard and the walls the same color, which is white. But if you guys want to get an idea on how good a good brush is, check this out. I'll just do a cut right here for you guys. Look how close I can cut that with that brush. I'll remove some of the side on the left side and come down and cut. I'm trying to hold the camera for you guys and show you, but you can keep such a steady hand, and then that grip tape comes into play, where you can just grab the brush wherever you want. Oh my God, can you hear that screaming kid? All right, so cut, come down. You can cut corners like you wouldn't believe. Get that good brush, whatever you see at the hardware store, for about 20 bucks. This is a Purdy. I'm sure there's other good brushes out there, but this thing is amazing. I also use a 2.5 inch, which I think I mentioned in the video. Watch this. I can keep that line so steady. And cut that baseboard. Come down like this. Having a good brush is huge. You can cut that baseboard without even taping. And this is only possible with a good brush. Here you go. You guys can see what's going on. I'll just do it in real time here. I'm hitting all my baseboards like this. That way I get it all done, and then I can come in and roll it. Sometimes you need a couple coats. Cut this without no tape. Again, it's possible only with a good brush. Tools are important. It ain't just about skill.
And then if you do hit the floor or whatever you want to call it, have a wet towel ready. I don't paint without a wet towel handy. It's within 10 feet of me. Nobody does it perfect. You're always going to bump here and there, but you know, not as much with a good tool.